Hey, what's up, guys? I just want to show you real quick how to fix your radiator fan motor for an Infiniti G35. A lot of Nissans use the same motor, so shouldn't be a problem. Basically, it should be the same for all. Um, so what you gotta do is get the motor out. If you don't have this plug that I have from another radiator, you can just check right here, straight to the proms from the motor. What you're gonna do is check for continuity in your motor, and you should get it from all four proms, from the black to the yellow to the green to the blue. You should get it. Nothing. There you have it. And then you don't. So your motor is not gonna run right. So what you're gonna do is open your motor. You're gonna have to do a little work here to open it, but not meant to be open, but you can open it and shut them later. I'm gonna use a screwdriver here to do that. So basically your problem is that your brushes are not touching how they're supposed to, because the motor, the springs are weak, because it's dirty. I don't know. Could be any reason. Like that one right there won't even spring back up, or that one there. Let's see. That should spring back up. There's a spring there, but they're not. So you're not having power run through your motor. So what you're gonna do is, I try to clean them, but that didn't do the trick. So my guess is that the spring is too weak to push it out. So if you need to fix your car for the weekend or for whatever, you don't have time to wait for the part, they don't have it, you don't want to pay for it because it's too much, there's something you can do. See, that one should spring back up, just like that one did. Just like that one. There's other two here that won't spring back out. That's why you only get in continuity from one, from black to green, I think. The other two are not touching, so your motor is not gonna run. So what you're gonna do is, with a straight screwdriver, you're gonna get in there. You see that little gap there? And you're gonna split it, open it a little bit, just enough. For it to run freely without having to there we go. So we're gonna try it now and see how that runs, how that pops out. Before I did this video, I cleaned this a little bit. This one's still in, it won't come out. I cleaned this a little bit because it was extremely dirty. A little bit of pain in the ass, but it's gonna save you some money. Looks like we might have to clean this one a little better. I'm gonna go get something, spray it real quick. the springs on this ones are really weak. If you have a way to find new springs, I will go with that. But I don't, so I'm fixing them. That one still doesn't want to come out. I don't know what's wrong with that one. No, I'll go back to that one. Keep fixing this other. Make sure they come out right. There we go. One is ready. So what you're gonna do is, because they want to spring back up, so for you to put this back together, what you're gonna do is use a little pin, push this back until that groove matches this little hole here, and use like a pin or something that fits through that groove. So you hold that spring back just like that, and then keep going until you have all four done. Keep opening, putting some, open this until they spring back up. Easy. If they don't, you gotta keep working on the until they do. It's important that they spring back up, because if they don't, then you'll be back to zero, to where you started. That's another one. More to go. Make sure you want to take this part off and make sure that you don't lose this little piece. Leave it right there, because without that piece it doesn't work. I use this wire for my pins. Okay, let's do the other two. you're gonna need a bench to get a new motor eventually, but this one will hold you off for a while until you have the money or the time to get a new one. There we go. So now what you're gonna do is put the center cord back in. Once it's in, you want to remove the pins, and you should hear it click. You might need some type of pliers or something, because it's hard to get your fingers there unless they're pretty long. There we go, and then we can check, make sure that this is working before we close it. Then you're gonna have to do it all over again. Let's see. Black and green. Good. Black and blue. Good. Black and green. Black and yellow. All good. So we're gonna go ahead and close it. And we're gonna test it out with a battery. Make sure the runs before we put it back in the car. You can check it straight to the battery. That's what I did. So what you're gonna do is to put it back. This magnet inside of here is gonna try to pull this piece, and everything's gonna come undone. So what you're gonna do is, what I do is put a screwdriver through here. Put that. Hold that piece down. And then you can put this other piece where it has to be. Make sure you put it back to the position where it was. I'm not sure if that will make a difference or not, but I try to make it back to put it back to the position where it was. There. You need to close this again how it used to be, so your motor doesn't come undone as you're driving. So I have this little thing here. It's 12 bolts. It's not the greatest, but it should do. Like I said, you can test it with your battery, your car battery. That's what I did earlier. But because of the video, I'm gonna test it with this. So let's see. Black and yellow will never run the motor for some reason, but the other black and I think the motor is not center. Let's see here. I'm gonna make sure that it's closed. There we go. Let's try this again. big chance that this is not strong enough to move this motor, so we're gonna try it with the battery. I have an extension here that I use. Make sure this wires don't touch, because you have a lot of spark. And we're gonna go to the car. Now let's try black and blue. Alright, so let's try Jello with blue and Jello with green. Doesn't look like that. Might have to go back and clean the brushes a little better. And there's Jello and green. Alright, this is all. They can be fixed, as you can see. You might want to go back, and since we had a little bit of a problem there, go back and make sure that those brushes spring back up, and that should be it. Close the motor, try to do the same that the motor had before, and you should be good to go. I have mine in my car and it was running all day, no problems. Alright, thanks for watching my video.